in a way that we had never done before. You know, it was an event coming off that TV. It wasn't just like watching, you know, an episode of Happy Days that was on and you'd kind of just watch it. It was a Michael Jackson video, and it was something that we had to see.
Because nobody had ever seen a long video like that. And I remember the night we were in the street with 10 cameras, you know, that's the stuff that I've never seen used before.
He raised the bar so high that I think even to this day, nobody's gotten close.
Because Michael really wrote the book when it came to the definition of what the video was about. Because most of the videos I see now with superstars are the same things. With the line dance behind them, it's exactly the same thing.
No matter how expensive the videos get these days, it still ain't Mike.
It's ridiculous to try to follow a record like Thriller. I mean, and you cannot think of that. You really can't. You know, psychologically, it can paralyze you, especially when you're dealing with those kind of numbers, you know, of 50+ million records, you know, you can't, you can't wrap your mind around things like that. And I think it's destructive to try to do it, you know. You just make some music that makes something that you feel is, has its own personality and that you can feel and believe in. Because if you don't get the goosebumps, how the hell do you expect anybody else to get the goosebumps?
He was always a trendsetter. Everybody had a Michael Jackson jacket with the zippers. So I guess he said, you know what, I'm going to put the zippers down. Let me switch it up on y'all and give y'all some belt buckles. Michael knew how to make you believe, like, look, just because I talk soft, I will mess you up. It will get ugly. I can fight now.
One of the things about Michael Jackson is dismissing all of the talent. The way he looked was a key. If he wore a black leather jacket with buckles all over it or a sequin suit or something, the next week it would be all over the place. I mean, he was a style leader.
That was the first time Michael grabbed his crotch. Mike was loose by that time. He was like, I could do whatever.
I've never seen a more diligent worker than him. And on every tune, he'd do full-out dance. Dance, twists, turns, all this, everything he does on stage. While he records, he does all that stuff.
It was like Broadway. The dance routines, they were amazing.
He make you happy like James Brown did. He has that same kind of footwork. He has that Jackie Wilson throwing his hair thing. He got it from some really great people. It came from a great place. But he took it and he elevated it. And then he just grabs his crotch. Like, really take that. It's just like, wow. He doesn't even have to sing. He can just do it all through movement.
I don't know how they move their bodies like that. And I don't know how Michael did what he did. By that point, it was like, he's from another planet.
Throughout every decade of our lives, he's been, you know, the talk.
Michael changed every time. He went from the little boy, the teen idol, to a mature performer, to every outfit was new, everything he ever touched was different.
Musically, artistically, just image-wise, there are no boundaries.
If you want to study music as a whole, you get Michael Jackson.
We call it like the musician's Bible. And Michael Jackson is one of those guys that you always look back to. Sometimes you find yourself playing CDs, like going back, listening to like, yo, what frame of mind was this jam right here? How do you get these vocals like this, you know?
To know what he was talking about and who he was talking about in that record. That was my main thing. Who is Michael Jackson talking about?
I was wondering whether he meant Diana Ross, not like everybody else, you know. It was like almost like a little rock and roll anthem, really, a groupie thing.
He takes those lyrics and goes inside of them in such a way that if you are a vocalist, you study Michael Jackson. It's mandatory.
When you get in songs as personal as Dirty Diana and Billie Jean, Wanna Be Starting, so you can't mess with that because it's really, you can feel it's something that's from a very deep place in his life.
Michael had took it to the edge. Michael just ripped his shirt open. And I think that he knew that the girls was always flipping over. He really got buck wild on Dirty Diana.
I love when he is ad-libbing at the end and he gets this whole grunt and he's like, come on!
He took entertainment to another level.
Here's a man that sets the pace, raises the bar.
He'd set the standard at such a rate that even today, you rarely see a video that has surpassed the thought process that he had the wherewithal to do, you know, back even then.
I remember vividly the day he had this mini movie he wanted to show and introduce it. We were going to be so honored as to introduce it on American Bandstand. I don't think I used the word music video because we didn't have that such a thing. He said, you want to show a little tiny movie of you singing a song for 3 or 4 minutes on Bandstand? He said, yes, and with his enthusiasm, he convinced me we should do it, and it was full of all these magnificent effects. It was captivating.
Even to today, that's the man to beat, still. And even when we understood what celebrity meant, we didn't know that there would be a Michael. No one's ever really done it like Michael.
We had icons like Elvis Presley, the Beatles. Michael had a profound impact. And the good thing about Michael is that he's a humanitarian. All of that, and then he did a lot for people all over the world. And he showed a lot of love. Very sensitive young man. So he took it to the ionosphere.